waiting for more. It's the Cards and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a brilliant story between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line, and he returns this to the 22.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a two-time Pro Bowler in his fifth season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After the touchdown, now here's Prater to kick.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Here's Johnson with a reception. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Tyron Johnson,
his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 8 catches, 97 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Jackson finding Ertz again.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. First carry for James Conner. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Conner. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Jackson on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground. And I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Kenneth Murray in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
He had some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
On third down, it's Conner. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cardinal offense takes back over in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Justin Herbert dancing to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On first down, it's Herbert. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with crazy swing momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. now, can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. And coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back to the air. Herbert on second down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
The Chargers at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Herbert on first down now. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Touchdown!
Tyron Johnson
With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Hey, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson.
Finding Ertz here on the out route.
So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. Herbert now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chargers.
Tyron Johnson
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
An extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one, they've got to take care of business first.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Connor up the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. There he goes, right side. The 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. An extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here comes Dortch on the return.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage a quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game.
2nd down and 3.
Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Prater's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. Complete, it's Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. To the air again, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On first and 10, Herbert.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
To throw once more on second and 10. Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Jackson. Zach Ertz has it complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Connor. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now Jackson. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins from 8 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
Prater for the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. A drive there, just 4 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
Well, don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number's going to go sky high.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That is caught at the 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Tyrod Johnson
from 6 yards away.
And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the third quarter, they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense, because when you think you've taken away something or you think you've got him in check, he comes up with another catch, the chains move, or he finds a way to get it to the end zone. He's that guy that drives you crazy, and offenses love him.
He's hoping to drive him more crazy here coming up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run behind center with Connor. And he works free. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. It's caught at the 1, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to speed things up here. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Again, it's Johnson. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Tyron Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyron Johnson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Kenneth Murray able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Jackson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson now. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. On first down, Justin Herbert. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. To throw is Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And Jackson throwing once more. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Jackson to throw. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Jackson. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. Finding Ertz here on the out route. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
14 more yards. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Finding Ertz again. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point good by Prater as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Now Jackson on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Prater for the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling lens, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.